Okay, good morning. I'm gonna call to order the meeting of the Affordable Housing Consolidation Working Group at 8:37 AM. Okay, Al's here as well. And the first order of business is approval of the minutes from the last meeting, which was a pretty short meeting. Paul caught the fact that in the votes on the motion to adjourn, he's listed where Al should be listed. And I can make that change. Anyone have any other edits?
Nope.
Okay, so is there a motion to approve the minutes from
So moved.
August 9th? So Al moved.
Second.
All those in favor, Dennington, aye.
Hamilton, aye.
Desmond, aye.
Doug, aye.
Lisa, abstain.
Okay. All right, so that passes. I'm gonna write this all down here. Okay, so here's where we are on this article. Special town meeting is on the 30th. We always get pressure from town administrator and the printer to have this finalized as far in advance of the meeting as possible. So we're already past the date where we ideally had wanted to do this, the 3rd, largely because planning is having a meeting on Monday night to finalize the MBTA communities warrant article, which is really the main attraction at this meeting. The select board is gonna have its own meeting immediately after that on the evening of the 9th to finalize the warrant. And as part of that, we have a placeholder that for the articles that get at the merger of these two committees, and it's in the draft that I circulated last night. I don't know if everyone has had an opportunity to look at it. Okay, good. So really, if ideally we're able in this meeting to make any changes that people feel are appropriate to the draft that Al had put together, just discuss, are we on the same page about what's in that, and take it from there, because then we can actually get it in the warrant and have it discussed, have it voted on by town meeting on the 30th. So Lisa,
Thanks, Andrew. Just a couple thoughts. I'm curious. I think my opinion is, I think the way that the warrant article is written is going to create some level of confusion. I don't know why we're deleting what's currently in the code. Why are we not just changing the establishment at 6-13? I think by deleting it, people think there's more going on than there is. I think this is very simple. It's changing the membership, and it's keeping what's currently there, which is allowed by MGL. So again, that's just kind of my 2 cents on that. I think when people see that you're deleting it and you're only adding an establishment and saying you're going to go by statute. I mean, Westboro in their code and surrounding towns I looked at have the full article, full bylaw, if you will, for the committee. So I'm just curious why we wouldn't just change the establishment.
Okay, now let me get back to my screen here.
I did it
do you want to speak to that?
I did it purely for simplicity's sake, which is to say, also sort of thinking that at some point in the future, the rules related to what is or isn't allowed, what a trust is or is not allowed to do might change, and that would simply avoid the necessity of then going back to town meeting. Change, a line or, add or delete. It was really a question of simplicity. I don't have a dog in the fight about this. It's just, I'm trying to make it simple.
And I understand, Ellen, I saw that's what you were trying to do, but I think that this question will be raised at town meeting.
If you want to add the 16 powers,
I mean, I don't know why, if you look at what we currently have, again, my suggestion would be to leave, yeah, basically the 16 powers are what's under 6-14, the purpose. I would just leave that and just change the establishment. Again, there's 5 of us here and everybody may feel differently about it, but I think by not spelling out in the code, someone will say, all other towns have it, the powers listed within their bylaws. And again, I'm just trying to think of an easier way to have less controversy, I guess, or discussion on this. That's all.
Okay, so one practical impact of this, right, is that if the statute changes, then as it's set up in Al's draft, then the powers of the trust would automatically change, right? You wouldn't have to go back to town meeting and have a warrant article to add a couple things, which seems more streamlined to me,
I agree, Andrew, but how many times has it changed since it was first enacted back in, when was it enacted? I should have it. I have it written here, but I don't think it's changed all that much. Again, I'm one of 5 and everybody can do what they want, but this question, I will guarantee you this question will be posted at town meeting.
So how would it look, Lisa, under what you're suggesting? So I'm looking at the AHTF founding document. Is that what you're talking about? It outlines 16, I guess, attributes of the trust. So you're saying, what exactly would you suggest we change then?
Sorry. So what currently, which should be in the code that didn't get printed in the code book, as we all know, if you look at that, there's only two real sections. There's 6-13, which is the establishment. I would take what Al put in the draft warrant and just change that paragraph to the membership and then leave the purpose as it is. It lists all 16 powers, but for me, it's less confusing. If somebody wants to go and see what our bylaw says, it's easier to have it in one place as well. I can go and see what SHOPSI, or I can go and see what CPC, what passed in the bylaw and what their powers are. This doesn't show that either. So again, I'm just one of 5, but I just think, to me, it was easier. And I understand if something changes, but that's administrative by nature if it has to go to town meeting.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I'm trying to find a way I have the draft here and I could
Okay.
show it on the screen and that might be, there we go.
Oh.
Shares.
Okay, that would be great, Andrew.
Yeah. Okay, so and I also made some little notations of my own that I was going to suggest.
Andrew?
Yeah.
I have the original, I believe, in a Word document, and we could edit. Well,
I can do that right here too.
Okay, all right.
But if someone has, let me see if I can get our current trust article. I think Lisa sent it. I got to find when I sent it. Okay.
Yeah, Jim. So, yes. Sorry, Andrew.
Okay, you got to give me a little time. If
Nope.
you can do faster of when, I'm going to look for emails from you. I think you sent the
I did. I sent it to you on 8/2.
8/2. I'm finding it right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Subject line trust. Nope.
Yeah,
there
but
it is.
I don't
Yep.
think it's the body of the email is
Okay, I
we all
got
have-
it. I got it.
yeah. Do you see where Jim said what
Yeah.
the town meeting vote was, sorry.
Okay, give me 1 minute and then it's gonna be up on the screen. Okay. Da, da, da. Just 1 second here. Okay, go here, press this button. All right, this, right? Everyone see that?
That's the one.
Okay.
That's the actual trust document, what
Yeah,
I'm
which
referring.
has 17 powers.
Right, but I'm-
There are only 16 powers that are enumerated in the legislation. There's another document. The text that you want is the one that is Article 4 from 2005.
Exactly. And Andrew, that's in the body of the email that I forwarded to you. It
Okay.
wasn't a attachment. It was in the body itself.
All right. Okay, give me a second here. I don't know if you find when you have like 5 windows open, it becomes so much slower to think. All right, where am I going? Hold on. The body of an email you sent me on 8/2.
Yes, in the body. That was from Jim Haggerty saying where it wasn't, it didn't get put into the code correctly, but what the town code should read. And I think that's really what we need to look at, because that's really what we're looking at possibly changing. When I talk about 6-13 establishment. It should be in that same email. It was the body of the email.
Yes, okay, all right.
Sorry, I don't mean to
Okay.
make things difficult. I'm just trying
It's
to
okay.
make things as easy as possible for town meeting.
Um, okay, I see it. All right. All right, now I'm gonna share screen again, and thank you for your patience with all this, everyone.
Thank you for doing this. You're doing it a lot faster than I could have.
Let's try this. This.
Yes, perfect, Andrew. So you see, we're 613. And this is what should be in the town code. So the purpose covers all of the 16 powers that's given by statute. So that's really, we're not changing that, my understanding, in any way. It's just the membership, which would fall under, if you go back up, Andrew, it would fall under the establishment. So my suggestion would be to change the establishment, because you're not changing the powers. And I think what was written in the warrant, the first paragraph of it anyway, would fit nicely in there.
I would agree that, I know whenever I'm at town meeting, if we're suggesting a change to something, I like to see the red line version so you can see exactly what's different. So I think that's basically what you're suggesting, Lisa.
It is. Instead of taking the purpose piece out of the code and deleting it, the warrant article was going to delete all of this and insert in its place. And I understand exactly why Al wants to do it. It's more streamlined. Instead of listing out the purposes in the code, taking it out and just saying it's governed basically by MGL. Is that a fair assessment, Al?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay. I don't want to
There
put
was
words in anybody's mouth.
secret. We didn't meet in the middle of the night and
Of
swear
course.
blood oaths to undermine the Republic.
Yeah, and I don't think that's Al, I don't think that's what anybody's trying to do, but again, it just, to me, it makes it easier for town meeting to understand this is what we're changing. All of this is staying the same.
By the way, had I done that, I would have still denied I'd have done it.
So again, just thoughts, Andrew, from everybody, if it makes
So
sense.
if you want to do it this way, Andrew, can you scroll back up to the top?
Yeah, well, before we do that, let me just, I think you know where you, okay. So if I just copy this. Come on. Okay. And I just dump this like, for now, I put this in a new document here for potential insertion, because I think that's where you're headed. So, okay.
Yeah.
So now I go back to here, right? Okay. Everyone can see my screen?
Yeah, and we're still looking at the old one, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Al, what were you about to say?
We're still looking at
The email.
what I believe is the email from Lisa.
You are, okay.
As opposed, I'm assuming what you did was you cut the article and dropped it into a Word document of some sort.
Yes.
Okay, we're not seeing the Word document yet.
Let's try this. So this is the Word document that
All right.
has, you see that? This is all the stuff
Yeah.
that, okay.
All right, so now cut the my original draft, drop that in at the top, and we can then zoom in and cut and paste.
Okay,
So-
okay, so where do you want me to put this now?
So-
All right, can you just look at the first page? We don't need to look at the second page,
Mhm.
just because I can't read.
Sure, how about this?
And Al, that's just 614 is what he's got on the screen right now. What's currently in the code for 614.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's 613.
Okay, and if I get this straight, it was supposed to be inserted into the town code, but it's just not there?
I
Correct.
think I think it's in the process of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For some
Well-
reason, after town meeting, it was approved at town meeting by Article 4. And
Well, that's why I've referred to it as Article 4 of town meeting, and
correct.
let the, whoever's in charge of sorting out the numbering, sort out the numbering.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get out of the minutia.
Yeah, so it really should say vote to amend Article 4 of the warrant, right? Not the town code.
As
Well-
approved.
Technically, it's in the town code, Andrew. It's just not printed in the town code. It lives in the town code, but you just can't see it. That's what Jim told me.
Okay, I get, all right. Now I see why you did that,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, so can you just zoom in on that first page? In fact, just the top half. Oh, you just cut the powers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want
Why
me
don't
to
you, above that, why don't you, actually, what Lisa wants to do is a little different, I believe. We should actually cut the whole article, drop it into a Word document, and then talk about the section we want to delete and what we want to put in.
Yep.
Does
Yep.
that make sense?
Okay,
Yeah. Does to me.
yeah, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
So where it says that for some reason,
Andrew,
when,
I have one request. Can
Yeah,
you just focus on the first page? Because it's tiny, tiny little print that I can't read.
I think Andrew's
Uh,
asking you to go to single page view because you have a dual page view up.
Yeah, exactly.
really, I
yeah.
think I'm at page width, view page width.
We're seeing two
No,
pages
just
side by side.
single
I think-
page view.
Yeah.
Really, that's odd. Okay, how about that? One page width. Or maybe if I do, is this changing? Can you see?
No.
It's not.
It's not. I'm moving.
No,
Hold on. We've had to stop screen share and then try again.
and then screen share.
Yeah, let me close some windows here too. Okay, now I get. Now,
Well, Andrew does that out just so I can make sure that I'm on the same page because I missed the last meeting. So the intent of this is still to, that's perfect, Andrew, to basically change the membership, leaving the powers and the purpose unchanged, correct?
we talked about
Yes,
potential increase in the powers of it, but it was such a short discussion that I don't think we
There-
really agreed on
there's
anything.
really no particular need to change the powers. You know, the trustees can do what they want. So what we're going to do then is remove the establishment clause,
Okay, this one, you want me to
and
delete
in
this?
its place, take that first paragraph.
Yes. So Andrew, now insert the first paragraph of the warrant article. That's what you're going to, so you're going to change 613 to be what's in the warrant first paragraph. So if you can copy and paste that.
When you say what's in the warrant first paragraph,
So if you look in the warrant article,
The-
and I'm going to go to it as well. You
All right.
the,
just,
dr-
the
Draft.
draft warrant, yep,
Yep.
on Article
Or-
11. It says
Yeah.
there shall be a board of trustees of the Affordable Housing Trust.
yeah,
Insert just that paragraph. Don't go that the board shall have the authorities. Just that paragraph itself. Insert it.
okay,
And-
haven't I done that, though?
This is the
Not
old one
Not that
though.
we can see.
Not that we can see. Yeah, that's still the old one on the screen, Andrew. Just get out and go back in. I think it's just not updating for us, but it's updating for you. So if you go back and now go back into the document, I'll bet you it's there. I know it's kind of a pain.
You see this
Nope.
now?
Yeah, it's still not there. It just shows the old one. It doesn't show just that paragraph. Nor-
All right, maybe an easier way of doing this is,
You know what, Andrew? I can whip together the two really quick into a Word document. If you want to share your screen, just give me 2 seconds to do
Okay.
this.
All
So
right.
hold on 1 second. Control
I-
C, open, new, blank. Okay. Control V. That's from the warrant article. Okay, perfect. Give me 1 more second.
yeah,
I just needed to cut and paste from what the town code currently is. So give me 2 seconds. Here, here. Need to send. Sorry, just bear with me 1 second. I'm doing a quick cut and paste. Okay, and nope, that wasn't it. Right.
this is where it'd be so much easier if we met in person, but then again. the
I know, I
Zoom
know.
format allows us to have a normal work day and.
Okay, so this was on. Okay. Andrew, when did I send that to you? That email? Do you know the date? I'm
Sure.
just trying to pull it, sorry. I'm trying to pull it from the email.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna go get
Jim-
coffee.
Jim
idea.
Jim sent you an email on Friday, August 2nd at 8:12 PM.
Yeah, I'll
that
just go
has
there.
all-
That's
the whole
fine.
Substance of this, okay.
All right, let me just go there then. Hold on, sorry. I didn't have it in front of me, so thank you. 82. All right. Sorry, I'm just still trying to pull up. Here it is. Okay, I got it now. Cut and paste. Okay. Okay,
Okay, I'll maybe make you co-host so that
make
you
me
can.
co-host. Yep, yep. Let me go back to the Zoom. And here I am. Okay, share screen. Bear with me 2 seconds. Can everybody see that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, so the one on top is what's currently in the code. And where it says Article 11, that's what's being proposed for town meeting. So my suggestion is to take what's currently under establishment, which is above, and add that paragraph, there shall be a board of trustees in its place. Does it-
There's
that
one
make
other,
sense?
there's one other sort of administrative thing
Yep,
that has to happen, which is the dissolution of the existing board and the replacement
yeah,
and then the appointment of a new board. And I think you need to dissolve the existing board I think the code town meeting has to dissolve the existing board of
that's the last
trustees.
paragraph in the draft that Al
Yeah.
put together that's in the warrant right now. So I think if you add that at the end or the beginning.
okay, hold on 2 seconds. So I'll say that again. Where is that currently that you want to dissolve?
I think it's the last paragraph in the warrant draft.
Okay, let me go back. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm just gonna go back to the warrant draft for me. Oh, up on the effective date? Okay, let me just pull that down. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, but town meeting, assuming town meeting passes this, it's not immediately effective. It still has to be
Correct.
reviewed by the AG. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah,
So that's probably a 3-month process.
yeah.
Bear with me 1 second. I was
Okay.
trying to get back in. It made me very small. Okay, let me make this bigger then. That's weird.
It's odd that you can't do real-time editing.
I know.
But-
I'm trying to get back in. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It suddenly made my
You're
screen.
experiencing the same things I am, right? where
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
well enough
So
editing the document, but we can't see it. But
My suggestion is to.
I'm gonna stop share. Okay, hold on. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
there you
back
go.
in and share. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna add, oh, you know what? Let me add it. I don't know if, can you see me editing?
yes,
Okay, can you see that I added Al? That's
We think
the,
we can.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, good.
that's
good,
the
good.
sentence you wanted added, correct?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
I guess there's a quotation there you should take out at the end of
Okay.
trust at the end.
Absolutely. Perfect. Okay. So what
Okay.
we would only be doing is leaving the 614, the purpose, the same. And putting this in its place. So effectively, all we're doing is correcting one section.
So
Yep.
Lisa, I think this
Yeah.
is more nuanced, but under Article 11, right, that
Yep.
language there, I
Yep.
think we would have to then change, instead of saying be deleting in its entirety,
Correct.
I think it
Correct.
has to be deleting section
And inserting, okay,
613 establishment in its
Oh, I
entirety,
got it.
you know.
I got it. All right.
okay, that's fine. And what I'll do is I'll send this, I'm sure Mark or Melanie will pretty it up anyway, but okay, deleting section. Let me just put this in just as a placeholder, 613 in its entirety and replacing it as follows. Is that what you
Yep.
wanted, Doug? Okay,
Yeah, because again, I think because Article 4 has both 613 and 614 in it, technically, right?
correct. Yes,
So
perfect. Okay,
Are we gonna put the original 613 in there with like a red line through it? So
I can certainly add it. I can add it down. Hold on 1 second.
Well, save that as an exhibit so that we can put it on the screen, but
Okay.
we ought to have it. You know, this is what's going to go in the warrant. We can always prepare
A red line.
materials,
Okay,
but the red line should be, something we can put up on the screen if someone
Okay.
wants to see it.
okay.
But this is what's going to go in the warrant. Okay, so I have, as you know, there was a SHOPSI meeting last night, and SHOPSI voted 3-1, 3-0-1 to support the article as it was then written. And I don't think this is substantively any different. The one comment that came out was that we should reserve one of the seats for the planning board. And I said I would bring it up. Whether I support it or not is a slightly different subject, but I said I would bring it forward to this body. So now,
Al, I think, go ahead,
Get
sorry,
my
Andrew,
word.
you go first.
Yeah, I think we should stick with what we've been working with before that we just have. The only reason why there's a select board representative is because under the statute, we have to. The rest of it, for at large, the main qualification to be on the board is that you're interested in furthering the mission of the board. I don't think it helps to have someone who their main qualification to be on the board is just they're a member of another board. And I think that's one of the reasons why we kind of got to this place in the first place. I think that boards that are have a more open, set of qualifications for their composition tend to be more effective than those that have, reserved seats. The Westboro bylaw that we've been using as a model doesn't have a reserved seat for any other boards. And this doesn't preclude someone who is, wants to help and is a member of another board from applying to be a member of the new Affordable Housing Trust Fund Committee. So that's my view.
Doug, can I ask
My-
either you or Al from the meeting? So was Jesse wanting to, I'm just trying to be clear, Jesse wanted to continue onto the trust, or did he not have an opinion on it?
He expressed in firm terms that he thought that a member of the planning board should be a trustee. I think that the fact that you are a member of the planning board would probably be qualifications enough to meet the desired qualifications, having, development experience. I'm actually with Andrew. I think I'm increasingly reluctant to reserve seats. I think it simply creates, it reduces openness rather than increases it. And I think we ought to be trying to increase the openness.
I agree. I mean, and actually to add to Al's answer, I was in the meeting last night as well, and Jesse wasn't advocating for himself, I don't think. He was just advocating for a member of the planning
Yeah.
board.
I agree.
There's nothing that precludes a member of the planning board from serving on this new board, so.
Yeah, and I would agree as well. I think it should be more open. So that'd be my thoughts too as well.
I will leave it up to you gentlemen on this, being a member of planning board. But yeah, I'm fine with it. If planning board is anything different, they can certainly address it then.
Yeah.
So
I do think it's good that we talk about it too, because this is obviously a question that might come up again as well. And then just one other quick comment going back to a different topic, but I think Paul's idea of a red line is great. And then, and obviously it could be an exhibit. I would have the powers on the red line because they will be unchanged. So it'll be very clear for people that it's just the first paragraph that's changing. So Lisa, going back to your point. So I think that'll make it easier to, even though technically you wouldn't need it per se, but it's just great to show there's two sections, 613, 614, 614 is unchanged, 613 is what's changing. So as an exhibit.
I would also suggest that we do a handout for that.
Yeah,
So whether you
exactly.
have it
That
on the
was what-
screen or not, people can look at it, as they're coming into town meeting, and it's going to look very simple. It's going to look
Yeah, I
very
think it goes in, there's a pile with the red line.
Absolutely. And you can put the red line on the screen when it's talked about as well. But I think you're right, Doug. You need the whole, bylaw itself, just showing you're not changing. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
So just to,
Sorry.
I'm sorry, just to make sure everybody is on the same page with the process, because there's one other thing that has to happen, which is the trustees have to amend the trust document.
Yeah.
Right now, the trust document says that the trustees can change the definition of who is on the committee. And so that have to happen as well. I don't think there will be any difficulty in doing so. We can do that after the, after, if this passes, then we can simply, insert that
Or we
language
do
into
it-
the
we do
trust
it after-
document, and then
We do it
I would do it after, just
after
because
the Attorney General approves it.
that way we can refer,
Can I offer one other suggestion
we
as
can do
well?
it in that,
Sorry, I'll finish. I'm sorry.
which is,
In
No,
looking
I'm
at the
done.
warrant, I'm sorry. Were you done, Al? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
yeah, I'm done.
Okay, sorry. So my Andrew and Al, my suggestion would be, I see that the citizens petition for CPC was moved up before this article. I would suggest you move it at the end, because then if this passes, we can amend the citizens petition to insert the trust in the CPC article.
That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary.
Unnecessary in what way?
The original CPC article
Mm-hmm.
says that if a board is ceases
Yeah.
to exist,
Yeah.
ceases to exist, the select board can then nominate its successor.
Okay, I mean, it just seems easier to
Um,
me, when the code's being discussed, to just fix it, and then it's done moving forward. But again, that's select board choice on how you want to do that,
We do
so.
want a representative of this committee to be on
Mhm.
CPC, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I suggested that
Yeah.
you just update the code with an amendment and you're done. The seat is there, and, you can just move forward. And I understand per what's written in the code, you don't necessarily have to do it that way, but I think it reads better in the code that that's there, that it's shown as a dedicated seat. That's, again, my 2 cents. Andrew, Al, you can take it back to the select board and do what you want, but that would be just my suggestion.
Right. Okay, now, Al, where I thought you were going with this is the other companion article is, if we're all in agreement on the
Hmm.
article that we just worked up there, that the next article is to repeal the Shopsy bylaw, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
Yeah, because technically, once you repeal the Shopsy, then that representative no longer has a seat. And again, for me, it's just process. It's how we get where we want to get to, and for future generations, whatever, 10 years down the road, if somebody goes and looks at the CPC bylaw,
Yeah.
it's cleaner to me. I guess that's the way. But again, up to the select board, how they want to handle it. Totally fine either way.
okay. So you think we're reaching a point where we could take a vote to support the 2 articles for the.
So
the
I
town
would,
meeting?
so I will move the
Um,
draft
But
of
Al,
the,
before we do that, do you think that, since Lisa, you were just, how close you are in the Word document you are right now to having something where you think it would be pretty much the final product for the, I don't think we need to make any changes to the article that's repealing Shopsy, but the first one. I mean, if you're 3 or 4 minutes away from it, we could just have that done, put it up on the screen, say that's what we support, and then I'll send it over to Mark, and that'll be in the next version of the warrant.
So let me just take this. You mean under article where it says, oh, am I muted?
Nope, I can hear you.
No,
Okay,
Gary.
sorry.
uh,
So I think what you would vote on is Article 12. I'll delete this out and I'll forward this to you, Andrew. Article 12 as shown on the screen. Or Article 11, sorry.
yeah, okay,
And that's
Yeah,
what we
I-
just discussed.
yeah, all right. So I would move that we support Article 11 as shown on the screen.
minus the the establishment above.
Minus
I'll take a
the
picture of it so I remember.
folded sections.
Andrew, and I'll forward it to you as well.
All right. Could you forward it as soon as possible and then
I'll do it right now. Let me just,
Okay, great.
I have to stop sharing my screen to do it though. Sorry.
Oh, wait.
So,
Okay.
Can I add just two quick, these, I mean, it's probably gonna be cleaned up anyways, but in the,
Yeah.
under Article 11, the second line at the end where
Yeah.
it says, pass the special town meeting, I would think be modified by deleting. So add the words be modified
Yeah.
by deleting.
Be modified by deleting. Okay. Hold on. Whoops. Okay. I don't know if you could see that. I just
Yep,
changed it.
Perfect. Yeah, no, it's good.
And then
Yeah,
I'm actually, I thought of one other thing. I'm just gonna close this out here.
Yep.
You need a
Um,
Oh, yes, like there should have been a quote. There, yep, all
And-
right.
and a period. So,
So that's it, right?
Actually, you don't need the quotes at all. You don't
Okay.
need the quotes.
totally fine, taking them off.
And then the red line that we're talking about will be a handout we'll have.
Yes,
Okay.
So the old bylaw will be redlined on this handout.
Yeah.
yes.
Do you want to maybe, we have one, we could reserve one other meeting just before the special town meeting on the 30th, which should be administrative, maybe where we just, if we're gonna have a handout that we put out, we just show it on the screen, we all, they kind of approve, that's the content of the handout that, we like, and we could also, approve our last set of minutes and basically be done.
Sure.
sounds good.
What date, okay, now did we actually take a vote to support?
No, we
No.
didn't yet.
We didn't
No.
yet.
Okay, so who
No,
wants
so
to
the,
make the
is
motion?
to approve the motion is to approve the document as shown on the screen,
Okay,
or
yep,
previously shown on the screen.
No. Second.
Yes.
and Doug seconded, so all those in favor, Dennington, aye.
Hamilton, I.
Brashio, I.
Desmond, I.
Doug, aye.
All right, this is very good news.
And I'm gonna forward that to you right now, Andrew, so you have it.
It's pretty simple, but I'm glad we were able to come to a
And then-
consensus on.
The second one is to approve the wording, eliminating shop C.
Oops.
So is that a motion by you?
Yes,
Okay, and then
so
second?
Second.
Okay.
Paul's got it. Mhm.
All right, all those in favor, Dennington, aye.
Hamilton, I.
Brashio, I.
Desmond, I.
Doug,
Did
aye.
we, we did vote to approve the last minutes. Lisa abstained, everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
um,
just sent that to you, Andrew, so you should have it.
I just heard the ding on my computer, which means I
Yeah.
got an email, so that's probably the email that I got.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of a placeholder here for maybe just half an hour meeting before the 30th to approve a handout and approve a last set of minutes. Maybe sometime the week of the 23rd.
Sure. What day?
I'm kind of wide open. I'm trying to think when is I think select board, we just have the meeting on the 17th. So I think I'm free that day.
I'm flexible other than I think Monday night. I'm not sure if planning board's gonna do an extra meeting. I don't know.
We could also
Fourth-
just do like a weekday day like this,
Yeah.
8:30 a.m. and Doug and Paul, what works best for you?
So, Thursday and Friday right now, morning, or I could do like a 9 AM on Friday, but earlier is difficult on either Thursday or Friday. I could also do a Tuesday or Wednesday evening quick.
Okay,
I can make any of those work.
sure. How about
Thursday morning, Thursdays would be preferable for me.
Thursday mornings?
Yeah.
Okay, but I think Doug's saying he can't do anything after 9, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, did I misunderstand?
Yeah, so I could only do at 9:30 or after. I'm already booked 7:30
Oh.
to 9:30 on Thursday morning.
So what about the evening of Tuesday or Wednesday?
Good with me.
Those
Tuesday.
work for me.
How about and so the Wednesday is my birthday, so maybe I'll avoid that. Tuesday,
Oh,
So the 24th, Andrew?
we're doing
Yeah,
away
so-
with it. Your birthday present, Andrew, is do away with the committee.
So
That's
are we
right,
doing
yeah.
Zoom, Andrew, or in person?
I don't care.
I don't
But
either. It's gonna
I
be
think it's
brief,
probably
so I can't imagine.
It's really easier to just do it in Zoom, right? If it's
Yeah.
gonna be,
Okay,
okay,
what time?
6 o'clock or 6:30, what works for 6?
6:30 would be best for 6:30 or after is best for me.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, Andrew, who's gonna work on the red line? I'd
I
be
can
happy
do
to
it.
put it together. If you don't want to do it, fine. Totally fine.
Okay,
Okay, so, okay. That's it then.
okay, thanks. We need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, all
Second,
those in favor?
Husband, I.
Hamilton is I.
Rush you, I.
Doug, guy.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Andrew, you didn't say aye.
I support adjourning. Okay.
All right, everybody, have a great week. Take care.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.